Hello everyone and welcome back to another Grainman Travels adventure. Now we're on another new mod map which was released today on the 19th of the 7th 2023. Now this map is either pronounced Oberlausitz or Oberlausitz. Now if I've got any of those pronunciations wrong I do apologise. So this map is actually released in memory of a modder from FS17 and FS19, someone called Ritchi F. So I don't know that modder myself, but there's a very nice memorial on this map to that modder. So it's a really nice little map actually. So let's run through some of the information on MOHAWK because it's quite a little bit to go through. So the map is 208.54 megabytes to download. It's on a version 1.0.0.0. Like I said, it was released today on the 19th of the 7th 2023. It's cross-play compatible, so PC, Mac, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 and the Xbox series of consoles. It's actually released by a modder called Jogi or Yogi, depends on how you pronounce it. So let's just run through some of the additional information. So it says on ModHub that this was a map that was actually made by Ritchi F in FS17. So I think there's been a conversion and it is a really nice map actually. So it sounds like it's got a little bit of a story to it, that you've taken over from your grandparents and that you've already started to modernise some of the farmyard area, which is really nice. The map comes with a fully furnished courtyard with old and new buildings. That means like lots of equipment and lots of animals. There's 21 fields, 5 meadows, various sale outlets and productions. There's a small BGA and there's a forest as well for some of the people who quite like to do some lumberjacking, so that's good. This map does require an awful lot of mods though, so we'll just run through them quickly now. So you'll need Hessian Farm by Bernie MW, the 60 kilowatt BGA by MefiuFs, Consumable Purchase Station by Austria Modding, the Sawmills Pack by Camilos 0397, the Dairy by Camilos 0397, the Bunker Silo Kit by MOHAWK, the Medium Bunker Silo by KO3Y, Oberleitner by Farmerfivetom, apologies on the pronunciation of that, Self-Marketing by Farmerfivetom, Half Timbered Farm Buildings by VertexDezign, Bavarian Buildings Pack by Bayern-Agrar, Franconian Farm Buildings by BERNIESCS, Bale Storage by Kastor D-S-Agrarservice, and finally Cattle Pens for Beef Cattle by Granjeiro, Vergamini Modding and Lostgamer. So quite a few mods there you need, but it definitely adds to the map, and I'm actually really impressed with this little map actually. I think it's a lovely little map, lots of nice little features that we'll run through, but let's start with our starting equipment, and there's quite a lot, so feel free to skip through on the chapter markers as normal, and let me know your thoughts on the map in the comments as well. So let's get our feet firmly back down on the ground. So we get the Bura 6105 100 horsepower small tractor that's cabless. It's got 2% damage and it's 2 months old. Oh, sorry, we also get a Zetor Crystal HD170 medium tractor. It's 171 horsepower and it's got a nice custom number plate as well. You then also get a Valtra Valmet 8750, the 190 horsepower one. That's the second time I've seen that in 2 days on a starting farm, so that's nice. You get a Deutz-Fahr Topliner 4090H harvester. You get a very nice JCB 541-70 Agri Pro telehandler. You get the nice Lizard Pickup 2017. Wow, you get quite a few trailers. You get a Rudolph TDK 301RP with 18,500 litres. You get the Rudolph DK 280RL dolly trailer, which has also got 18,500 litre capacity. And we get the Welger DK 1115, which has also got a pretty nice capacity, which is actually not listed. That's interesting. Okay. That's unusual, I've not seen that one before. And then the header, we've got the Deutz-Fahr Topliner 4090H 6 metre header. We start with the mulcher as well. We start with the TMC Cancelo TMS2 300D 3-metre mulcher. We start with the Agramash POV 5XL 2.5 metre plough. We start with a very nice Nordstein HK25 plus NS3030 Seeder/Power Harrow, which is a 3-metre one. We start with the Agramash Falcon 3 planter, which is a 3-metre wide one. We also start with the Hardy Mega 1200L 1200 litre sprayer. Ooh, unusual to have a Brantner manure spreader, but we do get one. So we get a Brantner TA 12050 Power Spread Plus. It's got a 9000 litre capacity. We also start with a slurry tank, Polysys 1550 with a 15,500 litre capacity. Wow, that's impressive. We get Kverneland 4140L trailed mower, 4 metres wide. We also get Pottinger Alpine Hit 4x4H 4.4 metre tedder. We get a SIP Favorite 254 2.5 metre windrower. Now that's an interesting one because they're the side ones, and I'm not a massive fan, but some people are. We also get Strautmann Xelon CFS 2501 DO forage wagon. A very nice class Rollant 455 RC Uni-Wrap baler. This can do bales up to 125 centimetres and also wrap the same size. We also get the FarmTech DPW 1800 bale loader. We get the KHN RO 142 forage mixing wagon, which has got nearly 12,000 litres, but not quite. We're on the last line now, so we're on to the Holaris Stego 485 Pro 4.9 metre size compaction. I think that could be a front or back tool. We get a Hua XB150 front loader. We get the Albert silage cutter to go with it. We also get lots of telehandled tools. The Magsi manure fork, the Magsi universal bucket, the Magsi wrap bale handler and the Magsi bale fork. We get the standard Deutz-Fahr top liner header, and we get one Agco 2.3 tonne front weight. So lots and lots of bits of equipment, nothing in least. So I think what we'll do, let's run through the actual farm ride itself. So one thing I have noticed, which I think is a really nice feature, is most of the equipment's already out, it's already attached, it already looks like it's been used, so it does feel like you're on a working farm. So like the windrower's there. There's the slurry injector, the Valmet tractor. Oops, sorry, I got stuck on that. Then you've got that nice cabless tractor. Got the seeder there. Lots of decoration as well. There's the plough, and lots of nice older sheds. I've got a nice silo here actually. So that's a shed with a chicken coop and a silo. Oh, I like that idea. It's very, very nice. I like that. That's pretty good indeed. So let's just move around here. That's around the back, and there's where the chickens actually live. So that's good. We'll run through the animals in a few moments. If we just run around here, we've then got this bale and pallet storage system here, which is in a nice skinned building as well. So that's really nice and goes very nicely with the farm. We've got a custom production here to produce silage, so we'll run through that as well. Got a few more buildings here. Is this door open? Yeah. One of the cow barns, very nice as well. Manure pit there around this side. We've got opening out now onto more of the modern area of the farm. So again, we've got the bits of equipment left out after being used, which I actually think is a really nice feature. Just adds to it being a working farm that you've come to. So it just adds to the idea of you've actually come to help out. So that's really, really nice. I think, yeah, over there's another barn. Lots of nice bits of water. I mean, there's a boat there too. That's cool. So lots and lots of really nice little features on this map. I'm very impressed. I think it's a really, really nice little map. It's really nice that it is obviously a nod and memorial to the modder from FS17 and FS19. So I think that's a really nice touch. So yeah, really, really impressive. So if we run through the animals we start with, so let's have a quick look. So start with the shed with the chicken coop and silo. Start with the cow shed with a manure pit, and we start with the cow barn, which is the large one. So if we just run through this one, so that's a 45 head cow barn, which comes with 10 head of cattle. This one, I think, is probably going to be quite a lot bigger, probably 200, but it starts with 30 head. And then finally, just have another quick run through, because it's a very nice little farmyard this. I'm very impressed. Now if we go here, chicken coop, 360 head chicken coop. Wow, that's impressive. Really nice feature though. Really, really, really nice idea to have your silo and your chickens attached. Brilliant idea in my opinion. So, if we have a quick look on the map, we'll show what starting field to start with. Now, I'd just like to point out, I think this around here, showing some of the other maps that this modder, Ritchi F, actually created. Now, I have had a quick look, and this one and this one I could see on Mod Hub from FS19, and obviously this is the original one of this map, I believe. But just absolutely lovely. And another map at the top there as well. I think it's a really nice feature and just something that the modder should be incredibly proud of doing, in my opinion. So hats off to you, Mr. Jogi. Brilliant job. So we start with quite a lot of fields, but the actual farmyard area in farmyard or farmland 1 is quite a large area. We'll start with 28, 36, 7, 20 and 13. So you've got quite a lot to get stuck into, which is really nice. So that's really good. The crop calendar hasn't been changed at all. It's all standard crops and standard season, so that's good. Selling's really good. There's lots and lots of places to sell everything. It looks like it's pretty much standard place in regards to what you can produce. So there's nothing custom on here, just the standard base game, which is really, really nice. Contracts are, seem to be really healthy. There's a good amount of reward for the fields. They're quite good sized fields as well, so that's nice. And then you start with your own production chain. So this is obviously the mod where it allows you to produce silage from grass, hay, chaff and straw from that silo itself. So it's this one here on the main farm. So I've used this a little bit on some of my other games. It does work really well. It does mean you don't have to have a silage pit, so that's also quite a good feature. And that's pretty much it. So really nice. So if we go back, let's have a quick look at the map itself. So it's quite a big map. Got some nice fields and some big areas. Quite a lot of other areas that are just left with meadows that you can obviously buy and then turn them into grassland. Quite a lot of the fields have got and areas have got some nice features, like there's some nice rock formations around here and also up here, and obviously you've got your productions and your selling points. And one of the things I will want to point out in a second is obviously there is this exclamation mark here at the top, which is really lovely feature. That's actually a monument that the modder has put in to the modder Ritchi F, who obviously used to mod with the dying team from Modding Welt. Now I don't know those guys, but like I say, I just think this is a really nice feature, something really well thought out, so hats off to you guys for that. So if we look back, as you can see, we've got lots of nice custom textures and also quite a lot of customization in the topology of the land, which I think just adds to the whole experience of the map, which is really nice. So if we have a quick look at the productions, start at the top. You've got your animal dealer, and you've got your bakery, a dairy, a grain trader, an agricultural I'm not going to pronounce that name again. I'm guessing probably animal dealer? Maybe. I think it might just be somewhere to take your grain, etc. I would have thought, so just a selling point. Absolutely fine. Your main farm is obviously in the middle of the map, spread across here. And over here we've got buying station for fertilizer and seeds. And we've got another one. Buying station for liquids, vehicle shop, and the vehicle repair bay, supermarket, agricultural cooperative, gas station as always, agricultural trade. Now looks like a lot of bins, so I'd say that's like a grain mill or a grain merchant. The grain mill itself, a sawmill, carpentry shop, a horse breeding, that's unusual to see, A biogas plant 60 kilowatts, it's quite a small one, so I wonder how much that is to purchase. $150,000, well, that's not bad. That's pretty good, that. That might be quite a good production to start off with. Horse breeder, let's have a quick look at that one. Anything decent? Oh. Yeah, okay, so that's probably one of the buildings. That's quite nice. It's one of the buildings from the Silver Run expansion, and then someone's modded that. Looks quite nice, actually, works quite well. And then I did see on the sawmill carpentry, that looks like a custom carpentry to me. That does, that's pretty good. Quite like the idea because that's a little bit different, something a bit unique on the map. Can we buy this bit? 50,000, that's good. So back to here, and I think that's pretty much everything we've got. It is. So very nice though. Like I say, the fields are quite spread out, and lots of other bits of farmland that you can buy for forestry and also for meadow work, which I think is a really nice feature. It's just a very, very nice European map. So if we tab back to the farm, oh, there's Zeta. If we can get into here, let's just, wow, very low roof garage. So let's get into our vehicle and go for a quick drive. Might not go so well. Oh, camera collisions are on. Right, so I think if we go out of here, the map's roads are pretty nice actually. They're quite unique, got some nice texturing. I think that's a nice feature as well, with a pond. And there's a gate there as well. Lots of meadow areas. Like I say, you can carry on seeing lots of the equipment that's just been left out as if it is a working farm. So again, really nice feature. So if we go here, let's see, we are there. I think if we turn right and go down there, look at some of the productions, and then probably turn back round again and come back on ourselves. Don't want to go too far. Whoa, that could have gone well. Oh, that time it didn't go so well. So my driving is not improving with all these map tours I'm doing. So yeah, whoops. The roads are quite nice actually. They're not too griddy. Obviously they are laid out in they're not really grid formation, but there's some straights and then there's obviously corners and bits and bobs. Oh, run down a person there. Oh well. Whoops. Good job we can't injure anybody in FS22. There's some very interesting layouts for where the houses are. So this is where your shop is. And this is where some of the industrial areas are for selling. The roads aren't completely finished in regards to they're not perfect. They've got edges to them. They're a bit rough in places, different textures, which I actually quite like. It does mean that it's not finished, and in regards to it's like a real road. Not that the map's not finished, because it is, but I think it's quite nice actually. I'll pick this road back up again. It's not a very big map though. One thing I will say now driving around it, doesn't feel like a big map. I think this is a dead end, so we'll probably turn back round again. That's a good turning circle. So if we just have another quick run down here, past all here, but the actual it's not flat at all, the map isn't, which I think is really, really nice. I think it just adds a few more features. What are you stopping for? Oh, signs are destructible, just to let everybody know. Let's go right here, I think. So again, this is like a residential area, and right, I like that. There's a nice bridge there, some road works. I don't know, it's just a really nice little map actually. The roads are not massively wide, but they're not bad. They're pretty good. Let's have a quick look up here, shall we? Which will probably be the last stop we'll do on our driving tour, since I'll probably crash, roll the car and maybe set it on fire knowing my luck. So again, some other areas to sell. Again, like I said, the roads are not massive, but they're definitely big enough for what you'd need to take around here. It's nicely laid out though. I actually really like the road layout, I must admit. So, right, I think we'll pull over here where this shed is. I think it's probably supposed to be a bus shelter. And we shall go back to our farm quick. We've obviously run through the PDA Map Tour. So I think, as always, we shall finish with the build prices. So let's have a quick look. So if we want to extend our farm into farmland 6, 49,000, it's quite a lot of money. 8, 77, 2, 124, again quite a lot, 125. I suppose you could sell 36 for 188 because it's all forestry if you weren't into doing forestry, and you could buy some of the fields. So you could buy that one, or not that one, whoops, and 38 as well, okay. Quite expensive though, 108,000, 109,000, 96,000, okay. So field prices are probably not exactly the cheapest, but I actually think it doesn't detract from the value of this map. I just think this map's really quite a lovely little map, and I'm probably quite tempted to have a bit of an offline game on this myself. So hopefully you've enjoyed this map tour. If you have, give it a like, subscribe to the Grainman channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Many thanks.